and only do that much actions. Now, where did the Shraddha originate from? Now, let's show you a glimpse what is written in the Puranas. This is Markandeya Puran. There was a sage named Ruchi. He read and understood Vedas, read that human life is given only to attain salvation. He was a knowledgeable soul. That is why he did not marry, remained a bachelor. Now he was 40 years old and lived in the forest. He did not even own any house too, did not even put a hut, thinking that to attain salvation, why collect unnecessarily since life is short? As that sage Ruchi was performing devotion as prescribed in the Vedas, and his father, grandfather, great-grandfather, fourth grandfather, who were dead, they became ghosts. They were also sages, and he was also a sage, a Brahmin. They also had done these rituals and made others do it. They had to become ghosts. They appeared and said, "Son, why did you not get married? After getting married, if you had done our shraddhs, then we would have attained salvation." Now sage Ruchi said, "O father, in the Vedas it is forbidden. It is a way of fools to perform shraddh and rituals." And those ghosts also said that, "Son, this is true. There's no doubt about it. It is not false. It is truth. But what will happen to us? Now you go to hell. What will happen to you?" They died, and now they are getting ready to kill their son. Look at this, the Markandeya Puran. It is published from Gita Press, Gorakhpur. It is published from Gita Press, Gorakhpur. This is page number 242. Concise Markandeya Puran. Origin of Rocha Muni. Markandeya ji says that Brahman, long ago Prajapati Ruchi, was living without any temptations and ego. He did not fear anyone. He used to sleep very little. He neither set fire nor made a house for himself. He used to eat once and live without any home. Seeing him living free from all attachments and temptations, his ancestors said, "See here, all those four ghosts have come. See here, he is Ruchi sage. All these were earlier Pandits. Now they have become ghosts. They worship ghosts. Now they have become ghosts. Now they all appear together in front of sage Ruchi." Pitra said, "Son, marriage is the work of a good deed due to the purpose of heaven and the degeneracy." These are the words of these ancestors. These are the words of these ancestors who are giving their advice. Now see, why did you not do that? The householder attains the realm in the loks by worshipping all the deities, ancestors, sages and guests. He dedicates their part to the deities from the word swaha to the ancestors by word swadha, and with food donation to the ghosts and guests, etc. Son, we believe that if you do not get married, you will have to suffer hardships in this life, and you will have to suffer misery even after death and in other births as well. Ruchi said, "Father, marriage is a reason for a lot of suffering and sin. It is the reason for decline of a being. Considering this, I did not marry." Now, look here. Ancestor said, "Son, it is advisable to clean the soul by becoming a stoic, but the path you are following is the path of liberation." See this, they are considering the liberation path bad. That what you are doing, the path you are following, this is the path of liberation. Now we will tell you the way of becoming the ghost. See, Ruchi asked, "O father, in the Vedas, the path of action has been called avidya. What you are advising, the shraddhs, rituals, worshipping the ancestors, it is foolishness. Then why are you making me follow that path?" Pitras said, "It is true that karma is ignorance only. There is no doubt about it. Then what's left? It is written in our Purans. Now, the deceased ancestors also believe that this sadhana which you are doing is the path of liberation. And then they are advising him to do ghost worship, shraddh and get married. And this is the path to hell. And you will believe that the path you are pursuing is the path of salvation. And sage Rishi says in Vedas it is written that the ghost worship and shraddh is the path of ignorance and idiots. And the Pitras are also accepting that yes, it is true. There is no falsehood in this. They still are talking nonsense that you must do this, the ancestors do this, Pitras do such things and such things, they bless you with the sun. They have made us fools. Once upon a time, God Kabirji went to Ganga Ghat in Kashi. A ghat by the river Ganga was made there. There the Brahmins were taking water from the Ganga and offering it to the sun by pointing it towards it and poured it again in Ganga itself. Kabir Sahib entered the Ganga knee-deep in water and started throwing water off the Gangas on the track with full speed. Now all those Pandits left their work and started looking towards Kabir Sahib and asked, "Oh Kabir, what are you doing?" Kabirji said, "When I did not ask you what you are doing, why are you asking me? First tell me what you are doing." "We are offering and sending water to our ancestors in heaven. We are pouring water here by chanting a mantra facing the sun. Our hungry, thirsty ancestors will get water in the heaven." On this, God Kabirji said, "I have planted a garden in front of my hut and I am watering that garden," and again started doing this work. So they started saying, "Hey innocent person, how water will go so far? It is here only. The garden that you have put in front of your hut is small. How will it be irrigated?" Replied that millions of kilometers away, miles away, if your ancestors can get this water in heaven, then what will be the problem in 2 kilometers? It shattered their misconception, for which Pandits accepted their mistake and took refuge of God